Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are doing well and I hope you are doing like McKenny and like me. We are surfing on the wave of the positivity. Everything is going well in the Juventus world since the Mercato where we bought 3 players, 2 are already at Juventus, 1 will arrive. The 3 players scored, Gatti in Serie B with Frosinone, Zakaria the second goal of the win versus Verona and the first goal after 13 minutes of Vlahovic. I'm repeating that just because we can be proud of what happened about the last 10 days of Juventus. Crazy 10 days. We are surfing on that wave. Is everything beautiful and top at Juventus? No, we have a bad news that we have to share in a few seconds. Stay with us on the video and you will discover the bad news. We will speak about that. We'll speak about the Vlahovic and Zakaria. We'll also speak about Champions League in a few words, of course. And then Morata, Mercato, yes, Mercato, no. We have a lot of things to share today and we will do it, especially one thing, because Tuttosport is going with the big titles. Believe. Juve, believe in it. So we will speak about believe in what? In the Scudetto. These are the words of Tuttosport. If I have that shirt on me, guys, it's for a reason. And the ones that knows a bit of Juve history, they know what that Juve shirt represents. We'll talk about that after the intro. Don't forget, maximum of likes, subscribe also to the channel, because I know that a lot of people that are watching are not putting the like. I know that a maximum of people are not subscribing yet. Do it. We watch the intro. You have the time to do it. Click, click, click. And then we go with the news of the day. We start with a news that is not immediately Juve related, because Gianluigi Buffon is a player of Parma, but we wanted to congratulate him because, of course, his biggest part of his career is at Juventus. He's a legend of Juventus. Career of Gianluigi Buffon, another record, the first goalkeeper in history with 500 clean sheets. That's a lot. If you wanted another evidence that Juventus had the greatest goalkeeper of all time, these are numbers that nobody was able to beat until now. Let's see in the future, but at the moment we are speaking about Gianluigi Buffon. What about Gazzetta dello Sport? And now we are going in the updates. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking not that much about Juventus, but about Pioli, the trainer of Milan, who's saying "C'è un diavolo in me." I have the devil in me. It's a song also from Zucchero. If you want a bit of musical knowledge, "C'è un diavolo in me." I can't sing. I just can sing the Champions League. The champions. It's soon in February. Don't forget, guys. So he's speaking about a lot of things. We'll come back on his word. Are they speaking about Juve a bit? And they are trying actually to put a bit of negativity in Juventus. I don't like that. Why? Because they are saying Vlahovic, there is a lot of enthusiasm, a really great effect of Vlahovic. He is already the anti-Cristiano Ronaldo. Guys, these words, I never heard them from any Juventino, that Vlahovic is compared to Cristiano Ronaldo, that is the anti-Cristiano Ronaldo. No, these are words from Gazzetta dello Sport to put not a bit of magic but a bit of negativity. They try. Let's go to the serious thing. Corriere dello Sport is speaking about Moratti, ex-president of Inter, speaking about Mourinho, that one day he will win also in Rome. I don't know. And then about Pioli, the trainer of Milan. I told you we would come back on his word because he said the run for the Scudetto is for 5 teams. He's speaking about Atalanta, Juventus, Milan, Napoli and Inter. 5 teams on run for the Scudetto, and he's also adding that Inter and Juventus are the strongest team in Serie A. I can kind of agree with the last words of Inter and Juve are the strongest team in Serie A, but about the run of 5 teams, I don't know. I don't know if Atalanta is able to make that run. I don't know if Juventus is able to make that run, but we will speak about it because Tuttosport, as anticipated, they are going with Juve credici, Juve believe, showing actually Vlahovic and Zakaria smiling. All smiles because they scored both at their debut, and then you go inside Tuttosport where they're saying Juve, now you have to believe in it. So first, before explaining, I want also your opinion in the comments. Do you believe? And why are they thinking like that? Of course, Juventus won, the thing are going great, blah 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 blah. They are going with that because they compare in the season 2015-2016 where Juventus was able to win 15 games in a row and they went from minus 11 points to recuperate to plus 1 point at the end of the season. It was a big series of 15 wins. Now we still have only 14 games to play. Juventus will have to do better than in that year, 2015-16. Don't forget, guys, according to me, there are more teams now because it was really in the beginning of the season. We were in the middle of the season. Now we are already further away. But then they are also comparing something that happened in 2001, 2002, and that's why I'm having that shirt, the shirt of Cinque Maggio, the shirt of the 5th of May, when everything that was impossible became possible, the craziest Scudetto of all time. We recuperated in the last 5 days of Serie A from -6 to +2 over Inter and Roma that were there above us. Everything is possible in football. That's why we love football, but it will be complicated according to me. We have at the moment a few points difference with Inter. They have 53, we have 45. They have 1 game in hand. If they win it, guys, it will be really tough to win that game because that will be a -11 with 14 games to play. It will be really hard. I don't want to sell you a dream, but I just want to tell you mathematically we are not out yet. So let's see, let's try to win game after game after game. Everything is possible in life. Let's see. I don't know. At the moment, the chances are really slow. On the other hand, it's also true that Juventus is doing quite great in the last 10 games because we have 24 points out of 30 in the last games, where Juventus is actually the team with the most points in the last 10 games. Only Inter, that played 9 games, has 22, can do better. Otherwise, the other teams are lower than us, and that is giving us a lot of positivity. We continue, guys, with Alex Benedice Vlahovic e la Juve si è innamorata. Juventus became in love, fell in love to Vlahovic. We know that we fell in love with that player, absolutely yes. Alex Del Piero is saying yes, he's a really great player. Juventus did well to buy him, and he's learning really fast. Why is he doing that? Why is Alex Del Piero saying that he's learning very fast? Because after his goal, he put out his tongue. We know la linguaccia, the tongue celebration of the famous Alex Del Piero. It's not only that, because he scored 1 goal, but he did 3 celebrations. The tongue, then he did the sliding Chiesa, like Chiesa did, and then he did also the Dybala mask, guys. I hope that every goal that he's scoring doing 3 celebrations, but at a certain moment, he will need to have also some creativity. Vlahovic. What about Zakaria? Zakaria il rubapalloni. Zakaria, the stealer of balls. He's stealing balls, and we see the stats of his first game. 1 shot on target, 1 goal, of course. He had an 86% of pass accuracy. He had 5 pass interception, which is really great. 2 crosses, 0 aerial duels, 1. He had really great statistic. Really great statistic for our player that I believe that can be really important for the remaining part of the season. Why? Because thanks to him, we will recuperate probably Arthur in the middle of the field, but also Locatelli becoming box-to-box player. So Zakaria, for me, big thumbs up. Not 1 but 2 thumbs up. Romeo Agresti, and I told you we had a bad news. He's reporting that yes, Zakaria is healthy. There are no problems. He recovered. There was just a knock on the lower part of his back, but unfortunately Chiellini will be out at least 20 days, and he will miss the Sassuolo game, the Atalanta game, and also the Torino game. And these are unfortunately something that is not new for Chiellini. We know it. He's 35, 36 years old. We know it, that it's quite the end of his career. When he's playing, he's on top. Unfortunately, from the moment that he's playing 1 or 2 games in a row, he has this kind of injury. So hopefully he can recover really fast, not too fast. Luckily, we have Bonucci coming back. Luckily, Rugani is in a really great moment of confidence. He will also probably start versus Sassuolo. Let's see. That's really the bad news I didn't want to hear. But it's not an excuse. Juventus has no excuse because Atalanta on their side, they probably lost Zapata for the remaining part of the season. Also, their goalkeeper Musso with a red card will not play versus Juve. They will have probably problem until the end of the season because now they also sold or loaned out Piccoli, the striker that they had, so they will only have Muriel. Muriel that we know he doesn't have the space of 90 minutes to continue all the games. Let's see what will happen there, and that's what I told you. No excuses for Juventus. What about Morata? And that's the last news of the day. Again, before the last news of Morata, maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel Morata. What about Morata? Morata impressed a lot of people with his last performance. He was probably man of the match for everything that he did, and he did it really greatly. So now, instead of going with Atletico Madrid at the end of the season, talk to them to redeem him for 35 million on top of the 10 and 10 that we already gave. Cherubini is thinking, maybe we can negotiate between 10 and 15 millions to have Morata at the end of the season. Let me know what you would do with Morata, guy. Would you go and pay cash immediately what you need without discussion? Would you say 15 million, take it or leave it? Or would you say wait until the end of the season to see how Alvaro Morata will perform until the end of the season? Let me know. I'm really curious. Thank you for everything. As always, Forza Juve.